Welcome back!
Oh goodness.
Oh man!
You scared me.
Episode 22! Premium Advantage.
22?
I know, right? I actually had to go look it up. We got so many series on this episode, I got lost. But we did the math, we're episode number 22. Okay, maybe 23, but I'm pretty sure it's 22. Today, on our 22nd episode, we discuss a lot of information, and we always try to condense it, give you shortcuts, give you information that's valuable and things of that nature. Today, we have our guest, our special guest, Mr. Ryan Thorburn. Mr. Ryan.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us today. Ryan is an entrepreneur in Houston. He's an entrepreneur in Houston. He's going to share a little bit of his story, his information, the nature of his businesses, so you guys can check him out. They're in Houston. I think it's something that we all can learn from, a little bit from the information that he has. Jacinto, our co-host.
Jacinto.com. It's cold, folks. Get your hoodies right here. Jacinto.com.
And now, I guess we can get started with the intro. Let's talk a little bit about Ryan. So folks can meet you, introduce you, give us a little bit of your background, something that you would like for the audience to hear.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
So I've been in the, entrepreneurial industry for about a little over a decade now.
Over a decade.
I got into it because I did stand-up comedy for about 20 years. And
you did stand-up comedy for 20 years.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. And so it was pretty much my job for a long time to, get drunk and talk to people. So I thought, how can I parlay that into a career that makes money?
Okay.
Parlay bets are wise.
Gotcha. Smart 20 years.
Yeah, so I was like, well, as any good Irish boy would, I figured the only other thing I could imagine wanting to do is open a bar, so I did.
Okay.
Little over 9 years ago now.
Oh, 9 years? Oh, you owned a bar for 9 years in Houston?
Yeah, we're over the hump, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, a little divey. I like to consider it to be a 5-star dive bar.
A 5-star dive bar. Oh man, that's an interesting word. That's a 5-star
to be on a
dive
t-shirt,
bar.
by the way.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's definitely on some hashtags, I think.
Some.
But I'm unlike you guys. I am social media simple. I do not.
We are too. We get our girlfriends and wives to do it for us.
Yeah, I'm like, can I still link my MySpace page? Is that what, I don't know.
LinkedIn still, is that a thing too?
Oh my god!
I have a
It
phone.
is shockingly. I think people are using it for dating these days.
At this point, you should use all the apps for whatever you want to. Really? Why? So
You're right, dude.
I'm gonna stand up.
You're right. Okay.
I don't know if Ryan knows this, but we are in an environment where you can stand up.
Oh yeah.
We
This
can
is
stand up.
virtual
and the
reality
entire
camera.
situation gets-
They are looking
gets
around the room
started.
right now.
We're not too deep.
Folks
We're
are
deeper.
looking up our
A little
noses,
deeper.
in our pockets right now. That's how this is.
Big Brother happening in real time.
Yep.
So,
Rob, I don't know if you knew it, but we go way back. We go to the original. Ryan and I performed at the original Laugh Stop.
Back
get out of
Back in the
town.
day.
Hold on, last stop. Was that Willowbrook? Is that what that was?
No. It was over on Shepherd, or it's the.
It was West Gray and shit.
West Gray.
West Place. Yes.
Like,
Gotcha.
you know how all those comedians
Yes.
back in the day used to have that one joke about how there's a Starbucks across the street from a Starbucks?
Yes.
That was the Starbucks on Shepherd across from Starbucks on Shepherd and West Gray.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And they used to do
Are
show
those
over
two
at the
Starbucks
Laugh Stop.
still there? The Starbucks across.
know.
I think only
I don't
one
know.
has survived. It's Highlander rules these days.
Gotcha. They beat the other one, right? Or did they merge? Did they merge the Starbucks?
Into one larger, more powerful Starbucks? I don't think so.
It's growing. But man, the Laugh Stop is like was like the oldest comedy club in Houston. Some legends went through
Gotcha.
there, like what's his name, Bill Hicks and Garofalo and Mitch Hedberg, my idol. He filmed his legendary comedy special there.
That's right.
Like there's some legends, man. So it was. Then they closed the original one, and then they moved it to Wall in Allen Park. Remember that?
Terrible.
And it was so terrible, man, because it was so iconic that the old one was so iconic that we used to have Houston celebrities just come chill there.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever, all day, all night. It was just this thing, and then it just slowly fell apart. Do you know how that fell apart?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you do? You get the story. You get
Oh,
the-
yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
and it has more relevance to me now that I've owned a bar for so
Oh,
long.
I see. They click.
And this was such a stupid move. So essentially, so I started back in 2003, and I got it was the year a guy named Pete Pirelli bought out the Laugh Stop, or more specifically his wife did.
Got it.
And this guy, real piece of work.
Oh, okay.
Just not the best of individuals.
Okay.
Didn't even really like comedy.
Oh, okay.
Kind of just wanted a bar, club, and his wife kind of was like, "Here you go," and gave it to him.
Gotcha.
At a certain point, let's say him and his wife had a falling out, and she didn't renew the lease to that property, so he had to go and find a different one.
Oh.
And so we found this other location that was nearby, but that was about the only good part about it. I mean, it was upstairs. There was no parking.
Gotcha.
It was just, I mean, it was awful in every conceivable. And this is after the smoking ordinance had passed, so there was no patio for people to go out and smoke. And, and it was just like, it was a nightmare. I mean, I look back, then I thought it was a bad idea. Now I'm like, this was one of the dumbest things you could have done. But that's pretty, par for the course for him. He was not a savvy business guy. He was just kind of a big bully.
I see.
But I mean, I love Laugh Stop.
I loved it.
I actually turned in me, Sam Damaris, and John Wessling turned the back of the Laugh Stop got turned into the Sherlock's pub.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, Sherlock. Now, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Now, I'm
Sherlock.
catching up. I'm catching up in history.
You remember Sherlock's?
Yes. Sherlock's. Yes. Across the street, Sherlock's. Yeah, I remember that area.
Sherlock's used to be upstairs, but they moved down. They bought this location, moved downstairs because of the smoking ordinance. Because they were like,
all of this moving because of all.
Man, bars
people are like fucking the
people to
puppets.
smoke a cigarette. But
For sure.
they were upstairs and there was nowhere to put a patio, so they were like, all right, let's move across the street to this place.
Sure.
So they had this little patio. And then they had that big back room to be a showroom, and we took over Sundays to do an open mic.
Yeah.
And then when the Laugh Stop closed down, we took over Mondays too. We had, I think I can safely say we had one of the best open mics in the country for a couple of years. Like it was
interesting.
I mean, we're getting 30 or 40 comedians every night or every Monday, and we were packing out the room, and the back room was big. I mean, we're talking 70 or 80 people in the audience for an open mic night.
That's legit, dude.
Oh, it was bananas, man. I still fondly look back at those days. But then Sherlock's. So what ended up happening is that Sherlock's, our days were making more money than their Friday, Saturdays.
Oh yeah, wow.
And those are the cheapest nights of the week. Right. And so once I've heard that, I was like, oh, this has got a shelf life to it. And a couple months later, it closed down. So.
Yeah. How intriguing.
There's a lot of history out there.
Well, this story tells me a lot. First, location. That's a big deal.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it was close, you said. But not only just
location.
location, it should be a comfortable location. Like when they say in business, location, it should be so. Yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're a yoga studio or something like that, you can be upstairs and kind of tucked away, or if you're a law office or something like that. But if you're a comedy place, you need not just visibility, but accessibility in order for people to be like, all right, just walk in and enjoy the
Make
thing.
it as easy as possible for the comedians, for the people to go and enjoy the comedy.
Right.
If you want yoga, go to the back of the building.
No, because you need to walk that anyway to warm up before you get there. Anyway, that's part of your fitness program.
At the front door, you just say lunges only.
There you go.
Down the hall.
Yeah, you got to lunge to your car.
You're welcome. The comedians left you this
You're
path.
welcome. Sorry for the convenience. Shout out to Mitch.
Comedians, exactly.
That's good.
Comedians, they don't deal with stairs. I mean,
Gotcha.
You don't want to see Ralphie May handle stairs is not pretty.
Gotcha.
May you rest in peace, senor.
Rest in peace, absolutely.
Okay.
But yeah,
are you still doing stand up?
Yeah, I still dabble. I mean, like I don't have time to do it like I used to. Back in 2008 to 10, I essentially moved it from like a career I was planning to a hobby I enjoy.
Gotcha.
It was one of those things. I was getting married, and that was right around when the recession hit.
Okay.
And
2008.
Yeah, 2008. Yeah. So comedy clubs are closing down all around the country at that point because when people are like, oh, we have to save money, where do we cut? Oh, let's not pay $30 to go see somebody we've never heard of, and then pay $10 a year. And so, like the traditional comedy club, like the format, shrank big time. And each one of those places that booked me on a regular was booking me, 2 to 3 times a year. So I was basically losing a month of work per.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
So it seems like maybe comedy took a restructuring, I guess.
It did.
No, definitely.
And so I was like, I had to either decide to go back out on the road full time, like as far as like one-nighters, which is a real grind. It's a lot of driving from point A to point B. And being away from my family, and I was like, you know what? I've seen marriages fall apart in the comedy scene.
Sure,
because of this
gotcha.
shit. I just kind of got out of it. Do you mind cussing on this podcast?
Do your thing, bro.
I click not for kids on it, right? That's what I click.
I just, I've got a loose tongue, and if I'm not paying attention, I will drop some F words. But either way, so I just kind of I put it on the back burner and started going towards something. The only other things I knew about, which was small business and bars.
Small business and bars. Gotcha.
My dad was a serial
bar.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur, right? Okay.
Not in the good way, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
He had a lot of. He was one of those guys that had a lot of great ideas, but his
drive.
No.
His what's the word I'm looking for? His bring it to reality.
Gotcha.
He didn't work well with others.
Oh, I see.
A lot of times he had one of those, you give a guy an inch, he takes a mile type of people. So you give him the control over everything, and it became a little fiefdom.
Yeah.
And
how intriguing you mentioned, because it is kind of a system, and it's kind of like a way of communicating and a way of things that allow for that future to go. And you're like, oh yeah. Not everybody works like that. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I know people like that. When you say it, I didn't think about it, and I'm like, yeah, that's right. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, he had a lot of great ideas. It's just bringing it, making them happen was difficult for him. I mean, I was doing his books in Microsoft Excel when I was like 14 or 15.
Oh, so Microsoft Excel. Wow, look at what.
When it just began. When it was like, have you seen this new computer thing we're doing, So, yeah, I mean, it was just one of those things. I had a lot of history with dealing with, kind of small business stuff growing up, and then from spending, I worked in restaurants and bars since I was 14 and then got into comedy. And so my entire life had been alcohol of some kind in small business. So I was like, well,
and it's in your blood as being Irish as well, right? I feel like Mexicans and Irish have a lot in common as far as drinking in our history.
I would have a lot more common than that, sir.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, you think we don't know that Cinco de Mayo is essentially low-key St. Patrick's Day? All right?
A low-key St. Patrick Day.
And we see your flag.
A low-key St. Patrick Day.
It is the flag, dude.
And we were like, oh, you slapped an eagle and a snake on it. We don't recognize the Irish flag anymore.
Hey, we were just drunk like, fuck it, this one looks good, man. We'll put that one in.
It's not even Independence Day of Mexico.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's the first battle. We're partying on the first battle.
Which, that's something you really...
But it's still a fun holiday. Still love it.
Well, that's why we were partying. Like, we got these fools, no problem. I mean, we ended up losing most of that.
It's amazing how many people don't know that. I mean, I grew up in the Valley, so, I grew up, McAllen up to, Ingleside, so, I was inundated with that. The correct reason people celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. Tequila de Mayo, fight. If there's a fight, there's always a fight. There's always a fight, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing. We're like the stepchild to Spain, the same way y'all are to England, right?
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
Yeah. And that's why we drink.
Nobody should
drink whatever we can. Stepchildren out there, get some help if you need some help.
Take responsibility, England.
Dude, I haven't seen you do stand up in a long time, but I really want to come see you again. So please let me know. Because can I say that one of my favorite jokes of all time?
Oh, of all time.
And you should put this on a T-shirt. I think is can I say the
by
word?
all means.
He has a joke. It's just called douche-opotamus.
Douche-opotamus.
That is the oldest.
See, and that's why we do this. I want to see reactions in this show. Yes, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe to the channel. That was the first thing on the notes. But we started talking about bars and drinking, comedy, and we forgot.
And we might name this episode "Douche-opotamus." That joke has been it's still stuck in my head, and that dates me.
I haven't told that joke in 15 years.
Boom! I'm old.
Do you know what a douche-opotamus is? Interesting.
It's the second largest land-dwelling douche in the United States, right behind the douche effect. And man, I used to sell shirts for that back in the day when you could do that.
There was the laugh track.
Oh my goodness!
It's a slow burn.
That guy's late. That guy's late. Okay.
Yeah, that's wild. But so I got out of that and I got into the bar industry. Tell
me a little bit about your bar.
Yeah, the bar. What is it?
What's it called? Where's it at? Where is it located?
Darwin's Pub.
Darwin's
Pub. We've been around for
off of
Wall.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
It's like Juan and Washington.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Juan. Yeah, I got you.
We're just. I like to say we're just off Washington, because we started right in the mid to end of the Washington full-on madness.
Gotcha.
Because
Chatters. There's a place called Chatters.
That's right. We're on the other side of that.
Oh, I see.
I helped open that place up too, actually.
Oh, did you?
I helped, yeah, because the owner there is a friend of mine, so I trained all their front of house staff.
Yeah. By Spots Park, kind of in the area over there, right? Okay, got it. We're just giving a general. Of course, we're in Houston. It's a Houston show.
Yeah, we're right on the. Darwin's is literally on the other side of Chatters.
I got you on the backside. Okay.
Yeah, actually, so is my poker rooms in between the two.
So you have a poker room.
We took the back half of Chatters and turned it into a cigar and poker
lounge.
Yes.
How interesting. How often do you guys play? Or what's the deal? All the time.
Everyday poker?
Is it like a schedule or what's the deal with that?
Well, we open up around 6 or 7.
PM?
Yeah.
Okay,
and then usually get a game going between 7 and 9.
Oh, okay, 7. And then what type of games are these? Like are they cash games?
Texas Hold'em, cash games.
No tournaments.
Sometimes people want to play PLO or
what's PLO for our folks?
Sure.
Pot Limit Omaha. It's like Hold'em for people who hate money.
Oh, okay.
It's like Hold'em with 4 cards. So statistically, everybody has a hand, and so everybody goes in. I hate it because I never play because I'm like, this is just gambling. It's you're not playing a game. You're trying to like. Well, I think I got it. So does everybody. So
sure. Okay.
But
Hold'em is the main game.
It's really the only one you can play. Like, as far as in general, the reason why the whole poker scene is exploding so much in Texas right now. There's like over 80 or 90 rooms.
I'm hearing a lot of noise with regards to what's his name, Fertitta. Fertitta wanted to take out the. You know what I'm saying? Because he's building out a casino in Galveston or something.
Really?
From what I don't know this. It's not like 100%. This is grapevine. These are grapevine, right? That's from the grapevine. There's a bunch of other stuff, but like, what's up with this? Is that?
I mean, Tillman. You know, I've met him. He's a he's a nice guy. Yeah.
I mean, that's what everybody says. Actually, that's it's
super nice.
Very kind, respectable. I was actually when we opened Darwin's the first year, we took all the staff out to the Golden Nugget because it had just opened over in.
Lake
Charles,
that's awesome. We go there all the time.
And I love that. Funny story. It's the second time I met him. We were in one of the restaurants at the casino.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was busy, but we got sat, and it took like 20 minutes for someone to come over, and then 20 minutes for somebody to take our drink order, 20 minutes for somebody to get us our drinks.
Sure.
And so we just stood up and walked out.
Yeah.
And these 4 guys chase us out, right? And they're like, "Hey, what's the problem? What's the problem, guys?"
Yeah.
You know, and we say what's happened, and one of the guys is like, "Well, come on back in. We'll take care of you, no problem. We'll take care of you." And another one is like, "Yeah, just no problem. Just head back in, guys." And one of my business partner at the time was like, he's a little more of a fiery, hothead.
Sure.
And he was like, "Nah, forget this. No, we're out of here. We'll go grab a burger at some fast food place."
Yeah.
And the guy who had a pen that said floor manager just goes, "Y'all should listen to Mr. Fertitta and go back inside." And so we're like, okay, well, let's go back inside then. So we went inside.
Yay! You didn't say that.
Good service after that. And then, got to meet one of the astronauts that were sitting there. I think it was, I can't remember.
Okay, so good experiences all the way around.
That's cool.
But it was he was a really, really nice guy. But he absolutely is heavy into lobbying for gambling to be full on legal in Texas.
Oh, full on.
I mean, you can't open a casino any other way.
Okay. I don't really. I mean, I'm not like I'm in the gambling industry.
So how's he doing this? And what is he doing in Galveston then?
Is that?
He's building out for prep.
Wow.
So
He's
pretty
games, big games, baby.
I mean, he's got a lot of money.
Do you think that's going to happen? Is that really a thought that could happen?
Possibility in the next 5 to 10 years. Maybe.
Really?
Who knows? I mean,
dude,
things are moving. And this is the nature of the episode: is to get people informed, right? To get this information. Go, wait, who's doing what and where and what's happening?
I mean, essentially, the explosion of legal. Well, the explosion of sports gambling and legal poker rooms have really kind of like, broaden the spectrum for what is acceptable.
Yeah, sure.
And there's a reason to believe that in the next 5-10 years that legislation would finally get passed. I mean, there's about equal amounts of lobbying interest for and against.
This process should not be rushed.
No.
But one, because of the introduction, so that the processes are properly, I guess, I don't know what we call them, like people understand how gambling works, and there's sufficient in the platform of infrastructure on education, so people can, when they enjoy this, pastime or whatever you want to call it, they don't go overboard with it. You know what I mean? Is it something that you can enjoy, have a good time, or take a risk on? But it's that nature of degenerate gambling. That's kind of typically what you have to balance out. You know what I'm saying?
There's absolutely a stigma currently to it,
yeah.
right? And that's why like 90% of people that are like, you own a poker room? I mean, should you be talking about it?
That's what I did. That's what I did. It's what I did.
Well, I get that. I mean, I remember back. I remember back in the old, poker house days where you'd have to scan into a gate and then
secret word,
passwords. And I dated a game girl. I was never good at playing poker. I play there, but like those places existed, and but for about the last decade or so,
wow,
there's I think one of the first ones was like Prime Social or something like that. Or I'm not fully versed on all the history, but I mean, they essentially the method they use to operate is a gray area, right? Where the letter of the law essentially says a business cannot make money directly from gambling.
Oh, I see.
Right? And that's why you can't play blackjack, craps,
I see.
anything like that.
Gotcha. Because the house takes the money.
Right, exactly. The house is guaranteed to win statistically.
I see.
But poker isn't like that. Poker is individuals playing each other.
Yes, right.
And the house is just there facilitating. Yeah. So you got to think of it a lot more like a Slick Willie's or whatever your regional pool house is.
Okay,
right?
yes, Slick Willie's.
Where you go in and
you're renting a game.
I want to rent this table out for an hour. They're like, cool, $15. You didn't pay him $15.
Yeah. Ain't got nothing to do with us.
Right. Now, if you bet that guy, your buddy, like I bet you $100 I can sink the 8-ball and you win that.
That's between you and him.
That's not as long as that poker or that pool room isn't saying, all right, good job, you owe us $20 that 100.
Yeah. Right.
Then they're not involved in the gambling. Gotcha. That's essentially how the vast majority of rooms work.
Does it have to be Texas Hold'em? It can be any poker then.
I mean, it can be any poker, but Texas
that's just
is the most famous and one everybody uses the most. Yeah, I mean, you like I said, PLO,
any card games, Old Maid.
I mean, if somebody wants to pay me to set up an Old Maid table, they're more than welcome.
Grandma, we're gonna get this set up.
We're gonna pay you.
Backgammon? Is it, no. Which one is another part? Spades. What about spades? Can we play spades?
Shoot, man. If you pay the hourly fee and you can play whatever. You can play slapjack. I don't care.
If you get an additional line at your poker place, somebody saw the episodes like, well, they're gonna set us up a room and play whatever. Like, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
VC, me and my friends.
VC! Oh, you play VC? No way! No way you play VC! Oh, that's what
got me through college.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what actually made me not pass a couple of classes in college.
Spent a lot of time sitting at the time.
No way! Oh man, I need to get warmed up. But VC, that's a good game.
Too. But I mean, so that's essentially how that works, and there's a huge amount of competition right now because in the last year and a half, everybody's kind of got cued into it being a thing, and so everyone's trying to do it.
I see.
When we'll be open. Our 1 year anniversary party is going to be on February 5th. Actually,
February 5th.
It's our first year.
If you have if you send me the information or a flyer, I have our interactive calendar. Our interactive calendar that creates all these engagements for you, so that you can be on track. It's got the tax deadlines, because we do taxes. It's got tax deadlines, things of that nature. You send us the information, we put it on the timeline. Folks can just click, and I guess it's a free event that they can just show up to. Yeah, cool. So you just click it, you get the information, and there you go.
Absolutely, cool. I'll definitely do that. Yeah, we're gonna do a little set up a little barbecue outside.
Oh, okay. Oh man, that's fun. That's fun.
Some drinks and just have a good time. Anybody that feels like playing poker, cool. If they just want to sit around and hang out, we also have cigars. So you
you got a cigar room?
Oh yeah. I mean, we got a little humidor. We initially wanted to have like a full-on cigar lounge inside, but then we got everything done, and then our landlord, who owns Chatters,
Oh yeah,
was like, I don't feel like the smell of cigars in my restaurant's a good idea. So we're like, oh well, I wish you told me that before I made.
How did he not think that part through? It's a cigar bar.
Man, I don't know. Anyway, but. Yeah, so the place is small and comfy. We got 4 tables, and usually get about 2 of them filled up, and that's all you need to to have a successful business in that.
Intriguing. So, man, we learned a lot in this. It hasn't even been 25 minutes. Like, awesome. A lot.
Yeah.
Comedy, entertainment, history in Houston.
Yeah.
Location of your business. Don't be making silly decisions about your business location, hearing about the stairs and the yoga and where the comedy clubs you go, right?
Lunge on your way to your yoga class.
That's right. Get the warm-up in. Get the warm-up in right away. What else did we talk about? We talked about the history, the bar, a lounge, somewhere where you can go and learn something.
Yeah, so check out Darwin's Club. So they also have open mic there.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we got stuff every day of the week. I mean, Darwin's
you have a full calendar.
Yeah, we have Monday karaoke. So if you think you're good at singing, stop by.
Okay. Monday karaoke. Cool.
Tuesday. It was a steak night, but we're changing that to something else.
Okay.
Tuesday in transition. Wednesday open mic comedy.
Open mic
Thursday we have dueling musicians.
Okay.
Friday.
Oh, you have dueling musicians?
What is that? Dueling?
It's like a dueling piano thing.
I didn't even know that existed. Still, I mean, I did. There's a place called Duelist something piano in downtown.
Yeah.
But I thought that was the only place.
Yeah, I thought that it closed down with Howl at the Moon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Either way, we're starting the next month.
You're starting in this
super
month.
talented guy
Cool.
named Ryan and his partner Brad, partner as in partner in
intriguing.
business, and they're getting started next month. That'll be exciting. So Fridays we have free live music bands.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then Saturday or every other Saturday we have burlesque.
Oh,
so
every other Saturday. No light night, huh? No light night.
Oh, we did a salsa. We had a salsa DJ
Did ya?
for a while, but here's the thing I learned about
So what'd you learn
salsa
about?
DJ.
What you did? Oh, yeah.
They bring a lot of people. There are a lot of people who love to dance salsa.
Gotcha.
But here's what you don't do while you're dancing salsa.
You don't play poker?
You don't drink.
Yeah.
You come in, you
exercise.
dance a lot, you drink a bunch of water, and then I'm like...
So your water sales were good.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, the water's free.
Didn't help me at all.
But you learned a little bit on that.
Great folks, I love them, but yeah,
Gotcha.
it's business.
Okay.
That is definitely
that's
the case with water.
salsa. I mean, that's per se. You know, it could be a light night with other stuff.
Yeah, what about Latin night though, where there's alcoholics? They want to just look at women dancing.
We had a bigger dance floor.
Oh, you know what? You know what? We could go check it out one day. I haven't ever been there. Go check it out.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, dress down a little bit.
Dress down?
Dive
Oh,
bar,
okay.
like
Oh,
even
five-star
if
dive
it's a
bar.
nice
Five-star
dive bar, it is the creme de la creme of down and out place.
That's what 5-star means, right?
Yeah, no, we're just outside off Washington, so it's like you got all those like fancy bars.
Sure.
And, you go and you go to be seen and hang out.
That's where you go to be.
Yeah, and then you got like two streets up. We're like, hey man, if you title that BS, you can come over here and hang out and drink.
Bring it, chill, relax, bring it down.
Exactly.
Let's have a beer.
Go have a few more drinks.
Yeah.
Try to sing karaoke.
Sure. I got you.
Have a few more drinks.
You still feel like dancing?
Yeah.
Get to the other bars until you get tired of that. They came back over here. I got you.
At the end of the night, go play some poker.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, you get the full experience of a strip potentially if you set it up that way.
Right.
So I got.
Have a good time. If you put it, yeah.
You guys keep going. I gotta go pee.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. So, some headlines. I guess we'll do the headlines without Hasita because you gotta use the restroom.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
right, cool.
You got a backup comedian in the stage too.
That's the whole beauty of this whole thing. It doesn't stop. So tax season started a couple of days ago. As the business owner, you know what's up. You know what's going on with that.
Bit of a
just so you know, just for folks, the refund expected to take about 21 days or so. So if somebody tells you that they're faster, I mean, maybe, if you get a refund anticipation loan, you can do those. Normally speaking, 21 days. A lot of the credits are a lot less credits. And these are all federal news. Right now we go through the federal updates, which is the taxes. A lot of the taxes have been lowered for folks, like pre-COVID. During COVID, they gave out a bunch of stimulus payments and things like that. Yep. But this time, not so much. So just keep that in mind, And then a lot of folks are actually making more money. So it's like more money. Sometimes the refund is not as much because you made more and then there's less credit. So I'm just letting you know now ahead of time so you prep for next year because it's gonna continue.
Be crazy, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's shifting so much. Yeah. There's so much information.
Landscape's all over the place.
Yeah, the landscape is all over the place. That's a good verbiage, man. I like it. All right, cool. So that's on the federal side. There's a tool called Where's My Refund now? I mean, it's been active, but now you can actually look prior years. Before you couldn't look current year. Now you can, and every time you finish a tax prep, we'll give you instructions on how to create your account with the IRS, all that good stuff. All right. And then if you need help with your tax prep, there's links below. 1, 2, 3 tax prep. I mean, it's called the Premium Advantage, but it's 1, 2, 3 easy little process. Okay, cool. Those on the federal side. On the local side. So on the local side, this is something very interesting that's happened. Are you familiar with HISD?
Yeah, I got a 3-year-old. We're starting to look into it.
Okay, so it's shifting now. The landscape there is shifting, like right now. Okay, right now, so there's a long story. But to shorten the period from the September, I think. In September, okay, a principal in HISD. Her name is Miss. What is her name? Her name is Miss Principal Tiffany Guillory. Tiffany Guillory. Apparently, there was a situation where she had to take FMLA. Okay, now. That went through a secondary process of apparently she got a notice from the superintendent or from the staffing or for the administration. Yep, it's weird. The whole thing is weird, right?
Yeah.
Keep in mind the county HISD is the 8th largest county in the country, and it is the largest of the state. So it's big things at play here with these little situations that you're like, what? Exactly. Right. Big things at play. Big things in play. All right. So apparently she was getting moved from position. She was because there was a letter that was published, like on ABC News and in the Fox News, and they published this letter, or the guy had brought the letter. I guess her spokesman. I'm not sure. Yeah. And so essentially it said, we're not really firing you, but we're kind of moving your position. You're still going to keep your salary. But essentially it was like removing her from the principal position. Okay, which. Like in the middle of the school year, like right, because it was around Christmas break time. Mm-hmm. So they were gonna kind of leave the school without the leading person of the school.
So halfway through the semester.
Correct. It is extremely rare. Extremely rare, right? That's what's happening right now in HISD, right? Mm-hmm. Now they just passed it a couple of days ago on the 13th or the 12th that the HISD board came back and nullified that situation. Like they went ahead and let her keep the decision, keep her position, and that was, I guess, correct. The system itself got corrected internally. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, it
seems like there's more going on there.
There is definitely more going on. Here's more to the story. I'm going to elongate this story a little bit because now it gets broader. Simultaneously, like at the same time, the county is receiving, or HISD is at suit with the state. The state or a judge just paved the way for the state to take over HISD and the board. Does that make sense? They just passed, they've been going through delegation because of low scores. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
There's a new superintendent, what is his name? There's a new superintendent. Millhouse, right? So there's a new superintendent that's been there for 18 months that was put in there by this board that from the beginning, from a couple of years ago, it's already been going through the state takeover situation because of low scoring, because of mishandling funds situation. There's just a bunch of drama in that board. And yes, messy. I'm just letting you know so that you know.
Yeah.
Well, this is all taxes. Remember with the taxes?
Yeah. Yes. Like this. I'm waiting to see where this ties all the way back in.
This all is costing money because they're arguing.
That's fair. Every debate.
Every debate is costing us money. In the tax industry, right? So no, we do individual tax preparation. So it doesn't affect right now.
Yeah.
But this whole situation with the state and it takes attorneys, it takes arguing, and the kids are not getting all this funding. It's going into this arguing about the state. Now keep you see.
That is frustrating.
Now there you go. So now. The superintendent is at risk of getting let go. The whole board is at risk of let go because of the pressure from the state talking about you got to perform. There's a school that is kind of underperforming, and their principal kind of gets let go. Hey, our special guest for today, because we're going to be doing the news. I have to do the updates. I have to do the updates. Mr. Siskel Ebert, welcome. Is it Ebert Siskel? Or man, it's one of those two. Ebert Siskel.
I'm Ebert Siskel.
Oh. I'm sorry. Communication is Siskel. Okay. So we're going through the local updates with regards to it because it has to do with education, and education is tied to our taxes.
Very true.
I know along the way, I'll go the long way around, but it's come to the center, which is the superintendent is at risk of getting fired. He's got pressure to perform. Mm-hmm. This lady, this principal woman, who everybody respects and loves, took FMLA, kind of also in the middle, because her mom is apparently sick. Oh. So she had, So he's like, the principal's not going to be there to perform. Let's maybe move her positions and let her go, put somebody in there. Everybody got really upset at that. So now, and now it's like...
The plot thickens.
Yes. So now the state is the parent. So this has to do with next year and 2 years, because they're in the bridge of that, like right now, historic situation with regards to this.
So they're going to have to find a way to recoup that loss.
The way that they are going to work it is either the state takes over completely and they clear out the board and kind of start fresh, which I know. There's other things in play, by the way.
Why stop there? They should redo the whole education system.
I mean, it is shifting. That's why that's what I'm saying. It's shifting. So we have to pay attention to that. If you don't know this is happening, you're gonna walk into, whoa, what do you mean? What's happening? What are they teaching in school? Yeah, because the state takes over. It's not a local environment. You don't know who's hiring what. You know what I'm saying? So this is the whole nature of it. So that's, and the federal news, taxes are started. On the local side, there's issues with HISD, but things are moving forwards. On the local side, we got the weather. It was cold yesterday. We had a storm the last 10 minutes.
Don't I know it? It messed some stuff up for me.
Did it really?
Oh yeah, tore some one of our awnings down, and some of our vents on the roof. That's what I spent all morning today doing, was fixing the stuff, that 10-minute tornado.
Yes! The 10-minute tornado. That's a porn movie. That's a porn movie.
Right? That's a great, like, if I ever go into MMA, that'll be my...
Yeah, the 10-minute
tornado. Right? The 10-minute tornado. Tearing on through.
Okay. So now, on to the movies. So we have a budget. Now we're moving things along. We did a little budget with regards to adding more value to this whole thing.
Of course.
We'll talk entertainment, we'll talk bars, we'll talk poker, we'll talk law, we'll talk legal, we'll talk taxes, we'll talk education. Mm-hmm. And now we're going to talk about movies. Do you watch movies?
I've been known to catch a flick or two.
A flick or two? Okay. So I got a list here that was supposed to, Mr. Eber here was supposed to watch. Mm. And so right now I'm about to get the feedback on these. I don't even know if I caught all of these, but we're going to start from the top. Did you see it? Did you watch it? We want to watch Top Gun. Did you watch it? Top Gun. Maverick.
Okay, so...
Oh my goodness.
That one I did watch, I promise.
Okay.
I did see that.
Okay. What about it? Is it good?
It's okay, so like Tom Cruise, man, he's back, bro.
Okay.
And he's like riding his motorcycle, and then like the dude's all, great balls of fire, and he's like, ah, and then yeah, so like it was cool, man. I think I'm gonna give it 3. So the scoring system I come up with is 5 monkeys riding a chicken.
5 monkeys?
So monkey riding a chicken.
Monkey riding a chicken.
If it's a great movie, it's 5.
Oh, I see.
If it's not, chicken? 5 monkeys riding a chicken.
One chicken. Oh,
so this is a monkey riding a chicken.
Oh, okay. You give it that. Okay.
So if it was a war movie, you get 1 monkey riding of a chicken. If it was a great movie, you get 5 monkeys riding a chicken. So Top Gun, I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 monkeys riding a chicken.
Gotcha. I would assume the first Top Gun gets the same rating because it seemed like the same movie.
Essentially.
It was good. It was good, bro. It was good, bro.
A lot less goose in it, though.
A lot less goose.
I was looking for some goose, man, but there was no goose, man.
You got the chicken, though.
Yeah, this rating system is innovative. I would have gone the opposite way with it. If I walk into a room and there's only 1 monkey riding chicken, I'm like, that's good. You know, like, if there are 5, I'm like, this is the worst day of my life.
This is how we're going to do it.
Too many monkeys on that chicken.
This is how we're going to do it.
Too many monkeys on that chicken.
3 monkeys riding a chicken for Top Gun.
Yeah.
All right, so there's another one, Woman Talking. Woman Talking. Did you watch this movie? Is that a good movie?
Okay, so you told me to go see Women Talking, bro, and like I was like,
it's a movie.
I was outside and there were women talking, and I just like started listening to them.
Did you get popcorn?
I did. But
it never stops. As far as I know, this movie's still going on.
I don't remember what. So I don't have.
So how are you gonna score this? How are you gonna score this? Never ending movie.
Score that because I'm sorry, I didn't see it, dog. I'm so sorry.
I
got distracted, bro. I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm okay. I don't condone doing drugs, but you should try them.
I thought you were gonna say I don't condone women talking.
I mean, right? It's like 0 chickens riding among us.
I was like, yeah, that is too many chickens riding.
0 monkeys riding.
Well, next movie. Okay. I'm gonna keep talking about women talking.
Yes.
Everything, everywhere, all at once. Bam! You're right here.
Yes.
You're right here.
I mean, it's
you're right here. Tell me about everything. And everything.
Bro, this movie was like. Bro, she's like, she's like different worlds and like different universe, and then it's the dude from the Goonies and Indiana Jones, man. The little Asian dude, he's back.
No way!
And he's like, he's nominated for an Oscar in this one, man. It's like so good, dude.
Everything, everywhere.
And it's everywhere, and it's at the same, and then my eye and stuff, bro. It was like, whoa. So this movie gets 4.5 monkeys riding a chicken.
What is
4.5.
Stopping that from being a 5.
The problem with the 5 is it needed. What I needed is okay. I'm not. I did pass out a couple times, so I don't remember exactly. So at the end, I'm like, wait, what does that mean? So I'm a little lost. But like the overall experience, bro. 4.5 monkeys riding a chicken.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I get it. All right.
Hope it wins all the awards it gets. It's lined up for.
Well, it's already got the 4.5.
I mean, it's got the important one, but like. Yeah.
All right. The Banshees of Inisherin. You know what? The Banshees of Inisherin. Did you watch it or did you not watch it?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's
sorry.
fine. That's fine.
That money
It's
you
an
gave me,
Irish
Is it an Irish movie? It says The Irishman. No, Inisherin. I thought it said The Irishman actually, but it says Inisherin.
Martin McDonough.
That sounds Irish.
That
McDonald's sounds
sounds
Irish, right? Yes.
But I tried.
So what about you? Did you watch the Irish
I'm
movie?
very, very disappointed in myself to say that I haven't yet.
Oh!
But it's Irish.
It's like, I got bars, I got poker, I got cigars. I don't, oh my
Banshees
jeez.
of-
The Irish guy didn't see it, so I'm okay, man.
I know, right? Triangle of Sadness. Is that us? Are people watching it?
These are all the Oscar
This
nominations.
is a triangle of happiness.
Hey, dude.
man.
That's right. It's backwards. What else?
I forgot to see that one, man. I was on my way, bro, and then like, I'm sorry, dog. That money you gave me, I really needed it that day, so I didn't. I'm sorry.
Okay. Did you get some food? Did you eat? I hope you ate.
I did not buy food with it.
Oh my goodness.
Got still stuck in a roundabout, so it's the circle of sadness, actually.
You know what you could do? You could go play poker and earn a little bit more.
Where would I go play poker?
Oh,
I'm
great
just saying.
place. Offsuit Poker Lounge, 140 South Heights Boulevard.
Boom.
Don't be spending the movie budget in the poker room.
No.
Come on, hey, we got to build movie budget. It's okay. Hey, come on, I'm just saying, there's a budget here. Make that happiness. The Fablemans.
This one was real deep, bro. Like Steven Spielberg, and then like he's a kid. Okay, I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I saw the preview though.
Oh, was it a good
and
preview?
the preview was like 2 monkeys riding a chicken.
Oh, okay.
Because it didn't like I was waiting for like E.T. or Indiana
That's
Jones
right.
or like something more like Steven Spielberg-y, bro.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So not even worth watching for the preview.
I mean, I'm sure it's great.
That's cool.
It's up for an Oscar. I'm sure it's great, but man, I was just too intoxicated
All
that day.
quiet on the Western Front.
This
All
movie,
quiet on
okay,
the-
I did see this one. All right,
Okay.
and this one here gets 4 monkeys riding a chicken.
4.
Four.
4.5. 4. Okay.
The
All
only
quiet.
reason it doesn't get 5 because it's German. I don't know what's going on. But
and apparently there's only one actor. Mate Grunet is the only person in late.
no, there's more actors.
Oh, there's more people. Like, wow, that
It's
guy.
a World War I movie, so it's hard to make a World War I movie with just one person.
Just saying.
It is.
All the other ones are
soldiers and stuff, bro. But seriously, man, it's like so you feel like you're in a war, bro. And I was just thinking, man, if I was in the '60s, I would have been smoking myself just stupid, so I don't go to war, bro. Because it was intense.
don't make war.
But it was
make
good.
love.
It was a great movie. 4
Make love.
monkeys riding a chicken.
4 monkeys riding a chicken
Yes.
for All Quiet in the Western Front. I
Yes.
guess it is quiet with only one person there.
Yeah.
Avatar, The Way of Water.
Oh
Avatar,
my
The Way of
God,
Water.
bro!
What happened?
Avatar. I was there.
No way.
I did not only see the movie, I was on the planet.
What's it? Pandora, right?
Pandora, bro.
No way.
Oh man.
But tell me about Pandora. What's
So
about? tell me-
trippy, man.
How long did it take you to get there?
Just blues. It's just like lights and colors. It's blues and green. I don't know what the movie was about, but it was like colors, bro.
Yeah, it's colorful. It's a colorful movie.
3 monkeys riding a chicken only because I didn't like pay attention.
It's
But
my-
it was good,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Like colors.
Yeah. If you like colors,
Yes.
go watch Avatar.
Yes, man. Colors, bro.
You know what? I watched the first one actually. It's actually pretty amazing. I'm thinking like I want to go. We'll see. We'll
Yes.
see the schedule. Let's it go.
Yes.
I got Elvis. Is that the Elvis or because is that Elvis like Presley or is there another Elvis that we're gonna be doing movies about? Oh, look at this! What happened? What's happened? Okay, we're
I think
reenacting.
he's having a seizure.
Elvis, man. This dude's like just like Elvis, bro. It was like hella Elvis-y.
I love Elvis.
So, This was 2.5 monkeys riding a chicken.
Oh, what the fuck? You gave me
it was great. It was great, but it was sad, and I'm just like, I want to fight Tom Cruise. Not Tom Cruise. What's the other guy?
Fair.
Tom Hanks. Man.
Tom Hanks.
Any movie that makes you angry at Tom Hanks is a bad movie.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, it does. Right.
Yeah, man.
I saw that one, or I saw most of that one. It's just, I like the story of Elvis.
Yes,
Elvis.
I love Elvis.
So hyper stylized. I had a hard time. I was like, man, my ADHD is going. That's impossible.
That's impossible.
I wish I could go back in time and hang out with Elvis, man.
You can. He's not dead yet.
Oh, that's right.
So he just made a movie about the guy. What? He just made a movie. You know they're all actors, right? You know that's not real.
Heck yeah.
You know he didn't really die.
Hell yeah, that sounds great.
And then, lastly but not leastly, hopefully, tar. A single letter word.
That was on the list?
It says tar.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. Nah, bro. I didn't
think it was like the period? No, tar.
You should have given me all that money at once, man.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
You know what? Incentive, man.
I'm
we just gotta
sorry.
add another one on top.
I'm sorry, man.
We just gotta add another one on top.
I did my best, bro.
A little bit at a time, not all at once.
I did my best. That's what I got.
Well, you know what? That's a pretty good review. I like it. Colors. We got Tom Hanks. We got Tom Cruise. We got Elvis. We got women talking. We had a good time.
A few more Toms in there.
Here you go. All right. What else do we have to talk about? We talked about movies. Let me see. What else is in there? Our sponsor, the Premium Advantage. Subscribe. Our sponsor, the Premium Advantage, helps you file your taxes, lower your insurance, start and grow your business. Various memberships geared for various types of entrepreneurs. Check us out. Check out the links. Check out the information. On my end, I went through the information.
Shout out to my sponsors, man.
Yeah.
Superfunkyfresh.com. Check out the gear. They always hook it up.
Sounds good, man. What's up? What you got? You got closing arguments.
Closing arguments. Drink more, play more poker.
Oh, no.
This message is brought to you by Darwin's
Responsibly.
and Offsuit Poker Lounge. Look, I think that this year we're heading into a lot of a much more enjoyable year than last year.
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes there's that perspective with regards to that. So, a couple of years ago, like the world was ending. And now you say it was chaotic. You have to be at home. You forgot that you had to be at home with all the doors closed and you have to watch everything all the time.
That was a wild time because my son had just gotten born.
Oh,
he was born in late 2019.
Yeah.
And then Australia caught on fire, and then the pandemic, and the murder hornets.
Yeah, right.
And in a couple of years, I'm going to have to sit him down and just be like, listen, son, you're probably the Antichrist. I'm just based on the facts here. If you look at this timeline, things are bad.
I got your poker room ready.
So I'm just saying, go all in on pocket twos.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man, that's it for today. See you guys next time. Don't forget, subscribe. See you guys.